Hey, what's up, fight fans? Welcome back to Carlo Prusa MMA. I'm the fight doctor, Mr. Carlo Prusa. I'm with one of my favorite guests. He's a reoccurring guest. He is the Spartan. He is Mr. Alex Nicholson, coming off of a big win over Zac Pauga. Some take rest, not Alex. He's gearing up to fight Frank Tate just in a few weeks. Gamebred FC 8 going down Biloxi, Mississippi. Alex, man, what's the mindset? You know, you just got out of a contest a couple weeks ago. You're about to get one back into one about 3-4 weeks from now. What's the mindset right now?
Rent is due. Rent is due, man. I got, the mindset, the mentality I always have. Move forward, turn these punches over and these men go down. Keep that chin tucked. And it's just science, man. It's the sweet science. It's what I do. I got a good team behind me. My life is good right now. My son's growing. He's happy, healthy, and I couldn't be more blessed.
You know, you're coming off of a huge win, man, over Zac Pauga, a guy that was in the UFC not too long ago. Great performance in there. You know, in the first round, he was finding some success with the takedown, but I mean, use that cage so well to get yourself up. A lot of times, that guy in the past has held people down. When you were taken down, man, did you feel really comfortable getting up from it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a high-level jiu-jitsu practice. I'm a student of the game. I work on getting better at my craft day in and day out. I work hard. A lot of people see the jokes and they think it's a game, man. But I try to enjoy myself and my life and have some fun with it all. But I'm a dangerous man, and I've been doing this at the highest level for a decade now. And I think I'm the most dangerous version of myself. I don't think I know. I really know that I am, and I'm here to prove it. So let's get it.
You know, in that second round of that contest, I mean, you really started taking over. Obviously, you were able to hit him pretty good to get him stunned. You hit him with a crazy, like a back pitch. I mean, it was amazing, and knocked him down. You ended up finishing him. Walk me through that closing sequence.
I was able to create the frame. He kept chasing the hips. I never really let him secure my hips, and he was good at chasing them. You know, he was played in the NFL, and he was hell of an athlete, high level jiu-jitsu practitioner. And if he believed in himself a little more and threw a little more, and if he does in the future, he'll have a successful career. He's a very tough guy and hell of an athlete. But at the end there, I was able to stuff the head, stuff the takedown. I dropped a downward elbow, right behind the ear. He went limp, and then I backhanded him. Yeah, just boom, right on the jawline, as hard as I could. And he went down. And then honestly, he was out. But he's such a tough guy. He kept scrambling for my feet. And the ref wasn't doing his job, so I had to hit him a little bit more. And then he was out again. Kept woke back up again. It was, a tough motherfucker. Fight to the finish, and he was finished. And then, then it was over. Then that feeling's gone. That crazy adrenaline is released, and you're the winner, and it's great. It's a good night. But tough guy, hell of an athlete. I'm sure he'll be back and do great things if he wants to. But it was my night, and I'm here, man. I lost here in my hometown of Orlando to a very tough guy, and a good friend, ironically. And we're 1-1 now, so who knows what the future holds. I know he doesn't want to do it. He's, considers us friends, and I do too. That's why I want to do it. I think we owe it to each other one more time. Get in and get out, no drama. And then, that's it. The king of bare knuckle, and I can't let that rest on my ego. I'm sorry, Chase. I love you to death, bro, but I've been thinking about you, dog. Every time I try to fight a Kia Center here, I'm not bitter, but I'm just trying to get better, man. I gotta do what I can to right my wrongs in the past, but that's the game we play, right? So,
You know, since your return to competition in the United States, I mean, you've been on quite a roll here. Last 3 out of 4 fights, all finished victories. You really look like you're putting in some momentum. And I think the big thing is the mental state here. We've talked about in the past, you're at a good place mentally, man. You got a good place around you. That mindset is where it needs to be at. What do you think has changed, and what are some things to get you in this current state of mind?
To be honest, man, it's not something a lot of people like to talk about, especially in interviews. It makes a lot of people uncomfortable. But I've gotten really closer in my walk and my relationship with God, and been going to church a lot more, Bible studies, and it really brings me peace and makes sense to me. An understanding that I've never had, that we are part of something bigger than just this life, and the things we do matter forever, not just here. So that's really helped me a lot. I lost a lot of people close to me in the past few years, um, and it didn't make sense. And then I got bad on it for a few years, like we discussed in the past, on drugs and alcohol, and it's just really relatable for a lot of people, if not for themselves, for people close to them. And I think that I'm growing as a man, watching my little boy grow, and I'm close to my family, and I'm the man in this family now, and my dad obviously will always be a stud and be a king himself, but now it's on me, for my boy, and to do the right thing for the people that follow me, and that means a lot to me, more than wins and losses in the ring and in the cage, and also helps inspire me to be a more vicious entertainer and to practice what I preach. And I got this fire in my soul, and I think it's due to the life I've been living outside of what everybody sees in the bright lights. And I hope that it can help somebody who needs help. My story, or what I do, can inspire somebody somehow. Um, but that's it. It's my journey, my walk with God, and being grateful for life, bro. So
Since I've gotten to know you, one thing that I realized about you is, man, you roll with a small circle. You have a small circle of people that you roll with. Obviously, Craig Duncan. You got your mom, your dad. You got Sam. You got your Fusion Excel teammates. What has the been like? Finding that group, finding that support staff, finding those people that help get to you, have that help you get to where you are today.
it's everything, man. It's years of adversity, um, people being there for you and seeing how you react to life, whether it's a win or a loss, or a car crash, or somebody passing away, how you're there for them, how they're there for other people. You know who's good and who's bad, and who's caught up somewhere in between. And you don't judge them for the different phases of life. It's everything. That circle, that team, it means everything to everybody. It's not about just you. It's about what you can do for the people around you. And if they're not doing something for you that helps you, then you need to just let them go. At least that's my opinion. That's how I handle things in my life, and that's why I keep a small circle, because you don't want to be around negative vibrations. You don't want to feel that. It's the way people talk about it nowadays, at least, and it makes sense. Um, it's science, man. You can't fire off negative vibrations. You can't have that in your circle. Trying to be like Iron Man, bro. Ugh.
You're going into your fifth contest in about a year. Get to make the return to Biloxi, Mississippi. And, last year, that's where it really all started, man. That big first round win over Prince McLean, finishing them there in under 20 seconds, really making a statement on, hey, the Spartan's back and he's here to take names. Are you excited to return back to Mississippi?
Yes, I had to fucking decapitate a prince and let him know who the fucking king is, man. I'm headed back to Biloxi, Mississippi to Sean. And I'm ironically going to be bringing my little prince with me, probably. He's got a behavior chart, and if he keeps this shit up, he's probably going to come support the bare knuckle violence from my father, me, and the family. And I ain't gonna get my ass whooped in front of my son. He would never let me live it down. He'd post videos of me on his YouTube getting beat up. So that's not happening. So I'm very excited to come back and put on a show. I'm in the best shape of my life, mentally, physically, and spiritually, and it's my time to shine, brother.
You know, you've talked in the past that you were unsure if you wanted Odin to watch you fight live. Obviously, a few months ago, he got to watch his mom fight live. Do you just think now's the time he's ready to see it?
Yeah, I mean, 7 years old, man. It's about, in Sparta life, they're about time to go to the Agogi, man. So he's ready to go. And he's being rewarded for his good behavior, so it's a good lessons. And this is my job, so he's going to see his dad shine under them lights.
So you're taking on Frank Tate. Guy's been around for a very long time. Looked very impressive his last time out against Dylan Kleckler. Picked up a big win overall. What do you think of Frank as an opponent here?
Good opponent. Tough guy. Been around a long time. He's a legend, and he's showing up to throw hands. So let's do it, big man. I'm looking forward to it.
You know, has Frank always been a guy? Did you figure at some point you were going to fight him? Was it inevitable?
I mean, he's been around, and he's always game. So yeah, it makes sense. Uh, he deserves it. He just took out Dylan. I beat Dylan in the past, and it's about that time. Makes sense.
You know, do you think this has the makings for the possibility of another big first round KO finish?
I don't think he's gonna be able to touch me. I know he's gonna try, which will make it exciting. But he's gonna get hurt trying, and then I got some plans in my head, bro. I got spectacular ideas, and I plan to put them in motion. So, I mean, it's been a while. I'm trying to get back on Sports Center.
You know, Craig Duncan really been doing a lot of big things for you when it comes to the striking department. He's got a philosophy, thumb down, man down, and that's something you've definitely taken to heart. How much has Craig enhanced your game?
He's helped me, you know, phenomenally. It's the technique, man, and I always respected him. So with the coach and a student relationship, I will actually sit there and listen to him, and he's got flawless technique, and I've been able to execute it, and nothing but good things have been coming from it. So, you got to give credit where it's due. He's helping me stay in the gym, helping me stay focused, and he's a huge part of the team. So, shout out Craig always.
You know, I don't want to look too far in the future. Obviously, Frank Tate is the business at hand here coming up. But with a win over Frank, you know, there's been some new faces emerging in Gamebred. Alessio Sakara is one. The heavyweight division is loaded. Obviously, the Chase Shermans, the Maurice Greens, the JDSs, the Belchers. Does this potentially set up a big fight with one of those gentlemen?
We can all get it, bro. After I get the job done, I'm ready. I'll do two in one night. It wouldn't be the first time I've done it. So let's go.
At this stage in your career, how has the mindset changed from the Alex that originally was in the UFC?
It's not a big deal, bro. Like right now, I'm chilling. Hard day of training. Just had dinner, winding down. Got my little man to bed. Um, I would get out of this bed right now and fight anybody in the world. I'm just that confident in my abilities. I stay ready, and it's not a facade. I'm not trying to put on a show for anybody anymore. I know that I have to do that for entertainment purposes, but I've always genuinely been myself. So that's what's different is I don't try for anybody else anymore. I'm comfortable with who I am and what I do. Very confident in what I'm doing, and I think people see that and they respect that. And martial arts has saved my life. and I'm not just being some dramatic guy putting videos out there for attention or clout. I enjoy fighting, and I'm going to continue to do this for a long time, and I'm going to continue to do it well for a long time, and I've proven that it's efficient. Kickboxing world title, mixed martial arts world title, bare knuckle of kickbox, boxed. I've been around the world doing this, and I'm not being egotistical saying that. I fought in Serbia, Russia, Canada, Dominican Republic, and I love this, man. I'm grateful. It's a blessing. I'm able to go out there and do what I love all over the world at a high level, and the confidence is here, and the ability and talent. And I keep working hard, so I don't see this train being derailed, man. I'm gonna keep flying down the tracks.
You just mentioned that you had the honor to fight everywhere, and one of them was obviously the UFC. Do you remember where you were and who called you to tell you that you were going to be signed to the UFC?
I do, man. I was working security at the Orange Bowl, and I got a call. It was actually Dean Toole first. Dean let me know, and yeah, man. I just fought on island fights. In the fight, I broke my jaw and I won the fight. And I cut my wires off and won a pro boxing match because rent was due. And then I was working security jobs, and then Dean called me up. And then it was I got hooked up with them guys over the management company in South Florida. But yeah, man, that was good times. Good times.
In addition to the UFC, obviously you fought in the PFL, and then you're doing really big things here in Gamebred. After this contest, you and Josh Weems are going to be tied with the most fights in Gamebred history. You currently have the most knockouts in Gamebred history. Do you feel like if you haven't already, are you emerging as one of the main faces of this organization?
No doubt, man. I mean, when George was on Joe Rogan, they showed me putting in work, and it's a blessing, bro. I deserve that. I work hard, and when it comes to this bare knuckle shit, I do it. I mean, even even in my career, bro. Like that last fight, I gave up 40 pounds to that motherfucker. Before that, it was 50 pounds to Carl, and then Chase had 50 pounds on me. I'm fighting motherfuckers that are, legit 50 pounds heavier than me, and I'm doing this, bro. I have been since fucking 2009, you know? So it is what it is, man. I'm always ready, and I've proven that. And it's this aura of, it's not a facade, it's this energy, whatever you want to call it. It's my spirit, man. I got a warrior spirit, and I go out there and dance anytime.
We're finishing up 2024 here. I mean, I would imagine this is probably your last contest of 2024, unless you get something late in December. You've mentioned a lot, man. You're one of the best in the world. And I mean, you've been showing it with the performances you've been putting on lately. Do you feel like this is the beginning going into 2025, be that huge, big breakout year to reinforce that to the world?
100%. I mean, what else do I got to do to prove it, man? Just keep winning, and there's nothing they can say. And my boy's got his own little organization starting up. He's having a little private party after. So I go out there and knock Frank out unscathed. I might beat the fuck out of two YouTubers or something at the same time. Try to have a little fun. Prove to the world that this shit is not a joke. Bare knuckle MMA. Bare knuckle fighting. Um, but I'm very, very excited to do my thing against Frank. I don't think he can stop me. I don't see it. I'm gonna move and strike him like fucking lightning. And then what's to follow? I'm hoping I get one of these bare knuckle belts. Like you said, Alessio Sakara, he gets the job done. Let's fight for that light heavyweight strap. And then I'll fight whoever for the heavyweight strap after. Be the 2 division bare knuckle champion of the world, man. Ready to go, man. Conditioning these bad boys. Ready to go.
Last time out in Biloxi, you found a really cool sponsor, a sponsor that was a big ass yacht.
We'll
You
be out
got to
there.
have a lot of fun on the yacht. Is the yacht going to make another appearance this time around?
The Dare Sinclair. We're going to be out there on the Dare Sinclair, putting them in the air. Woo! It's going to be good, man. I'm excited. Shout out Todd Garris, the Todd Garris Agency.
Absolutely. So, Alex, last question for you, my friend. In a perfect world, what is the outcome on November 15th when you meet Frank Tate to your return to the Gamebred FC cage?
I'm going to jump back, kick that motherfucker in the face. You heard it here first. In the face.
All righty, the Spartan. Let's see if that happens. We're going to be expecting the jump back kick to the face. But my friend, always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for your time, and I wish you nothing but the best. And I'll see you in Biloxi, man.
Love you, bro. See you on the yacht.
Absolutely. Well, that's it for us tonight. That is the Spartan, Mr. Alex Nicholson. I'm the Fight Dr. Carlo Prusa.
Ow.